Hey everyone, it's Jessica here with the Cherry on Top Crafts, and today I'm working in my little 4x4 mini album. This is a little mini album that I like to use for my 52 favorites, which is one photo that is my favorite photo for the week, for every week of the year. I'm a little bit behind. This one's actually from 2022, but I am bound and determined to get this finished up this year. I've grabbed a couple photos from the end of June and beginning of July for those couple weeks, and I'm going to use the Doodlebug Hometown USA collection. So I'm just cutting a couple of the pattern papers from the collection pack down to, it's like a little under 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, so whatever that is, I don't know, but I just cut them to fit right in those page protectors. And then I like to use this Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer for that because it's just easy and I can just pull it out and use it really quick and then just put it away when I'm done. So I like to use it for my smaller projects like this. So I've got my two photos here that I'm using. I'm just going to use some tape runner here to just glue these down. And I'm going to use some of these little photo corners from my stash to just pop around my photos real quick. And these took me under 10 minutes. I want to say they probably took me about 5 minutes, but I know this video is a little bit longer and it is sped up. But from all of my hem-hawing around and just kind of procrastinating and sorting through things, if I would have been a little bit better organized and wouldn't have had all 3 kids in the room at the time of watching them and kind of going from thing to thing with them, then I probably would have been able to finish this in about 5 minutes. But it took me probably about, I don't know, like 8 or 10 minutes. So I had all this stuff, all these embellishments and things from this collection that I'm just pulling out, and I wanted to make a couple tabs for the tops of my photos or my little pages here. I always put tabs on the top. Sometimes I stamp my date on there, and sometimes I stamp it along the side using a label or something that coordinates. But today I'm using the tab stamp set by Elle's Studio, and this is just a little tab stamp. It's just like a little thing that you can put anywhere on your pages, and I like that it's just an outline and then I can stamp my wordy bits over top. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim these out and cut them out with my coordinating die. Thank goodness I have the die, because it just makes it so much easier on my Big Shot to just trim them out with the die real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp on them. I have this little week stamp. It's just called Dated Stamp Set, and I'm just going to use it. I've had these stamp sets in my stash for quite some time, and I have a whole bunch of them. They're all different, and I just kind of alternate using which ones. And I totally stamped the wrong year on this, but you know, nobody was ever gonna know, but I just mentioned it. But I stamped 2021 on these, and it's actually 2022, but I went back and fixed it after I realized, after I did this video and took the photos and did all the things. So it's actually fixed in my book now. It says 2022, but for the video and for these photos, it says 2021. And then I'm just stamping my little week numbers on here as well. This one's actually an Echo Park stamp set, so it could be in the shop, but I can't remember. It's an older one at this point, so I'm not sure that it would still be in stock or not, but I'll try to link it for you if I can remember which one it is here. I've just used my black archival ink for this. That way I know it's not going to smudge or go anywhere. I'm just going to glue it down to the tops of my photos using my Nuvo Liquid Deluxe Adhesive. I know it's going to dry clear. I don't have to worry about it making a mess. And then I'm just going to finish these up by adding a ton of embellishments. So I've got stickers here. I've got the 12 by 12 sticker sheet from the collection pack. I've got these separate little stickers here, which are just adorable. I'm going to use some fireworks and some wordy bits. Probably not going to use anything really from that pack because they're kind of big, and I don't need anything big on this. I just want to keep to the sides of my layout, or sides of my little pages here. As you can see, I'm actually editing this video outside, so it's kind of wild and crazy. Yeah, it's wild and crazy. My boys are here riding their battery tractors around, and my baby girl is here by my side as usual, but she's having fun too. And I am, actually her and myself both are battling this stinking cold, and you know what, 'tis the season, because it seems like we always get sicknesses right when school starts, and school starts this week actually. So actually, I'm trying to think when this will post. Our school starts August 22nd, so it'll probably already have started at the point this video posts. But Yep, 'tis the season. We are a little bit sickly in our house, so my voice is nice and nasally for all of you. So enjoy. But no worries, we'll be back to normal in a few days. So I've got lots of embellishments here that I'm adding. I'm gonna grab some little puffy stickers and actually attach some of those using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher little stapler here. And then I'm just gonna keep adding a few little wordy bits and pieces and one of these little border pieces down here. I'm just gonna add a little piece of it on the left side of that page there, just to give it a little bit more texture. I don't add a ton of dimension in these. That's the one thing I don't do, because these pages in this little book are so tight to begin with. If you add a lot of dimension, you'll want to do that on the outside of the page protector, because it's just too much for inside the page protector. And I like to make the pages themselves as big as I possibly can, so I don't add a ton of dimension to them or anything that's 3D, mainly because it doesn't fit. So I do add these little epoxy stickers and they fit in there fine, and I staple some of the puffy ones on there, but I don't typically add any 3D foam squares or anything like that to these because it's just too big for the page protectors. So that's pretty simple. Like, I keep this book really, really simple. I like this project to be very, very quick, something that I can do as I'm just like sitting down watching TV in the evenings or just kind of hanging out with my family. So it's just something very, very fast for me, and I enjoy documenting one photo from every week. It just makes me happy to have these little books and be able to flip through. So here's the finished layouts that are going to go in my little book, and I'll show you what they look like in the book here. And that's my little book, and I will link some of those albums down below in the description in case you want to grab any of those from the Cherry on Top shop. And I'll link the Doodlebug collection for you too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I've inspired you to create. So thank you guys, and here is my info if you want to follow me over on Instagram as well. Have a great day. Bye-bye.